So here's another exercise going over everything we just learned. So again, you're going to be looking for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we'll go through it here in a minute. So go ahead and click on that and see you in a minute. So this one's interesting. Now, there's actually a couple of goods in this one. So there's not all bads. Number one, I don't think, even though you see some of the spacings off and stuff like that, other than that easy fix, there could be a couple interesting ways of doing this. You'll notice that most of the board is actually what? Dots. So I would go ahead and create a for loop and put all the dots in there. And then wherever you see the zeros at those certain locations, I would just change those locations to whatever it is, a zero, or I don't think or O's, and there's no other ones from there. And that will make your code from this to about what, 5-6 lines? That's about it. So just a outside the box thought for when it comes to the overall board that you see here. But the variable names are at least a little bit better. Row num, column, which is funny because really it should be consistent here. So we have rows and columns here, which really frankly makes sense. And then again, if we needed to change it, that's fine. We know exactly where to go, so that's a good spot in this. We know exactly where to go if we needed to go ahead and change the values of this and make this board even bigger. So that part's fine. Everything being crunched is a little bit, I'd like to see a space between the includes, space between this and the variables. And notice I'm not saying space between the variables, just a little bit of segmentation here, a little bit of breaking things up between everything. So now we have our display, void display board, which must be our prototype, but it doesn't say. And our main, what the heck? I mean, there's no space in there. That's really tough to read. We see the do loop, but where's the do loop end? I have no idea exactly where the do loop ends. I'm sure I know it's in there somewhere, but again, it's something you need to think about. Then everything in that do loop should have been indented. What's not in the do loop should not be indented. Cout column, if else board. This is kind of interesting. That's okay. I don't see anything really wrong with that. That's the if statement, and then there's the ending squiggly brace with that. That's okay-ish. The else, what is start? Oh boy. Notice there's also absolutely no comments in any of this. I should see comments. The really given formula for that is like 1 to 5. So 5 lines of code, I should see at least one comment kind of describing what's going on behind the scenes. So that's how I know a program's really designed well. In reality, I know this is hard to believe, you're actually supposed to design and think it out first before you code it. And in a lot of my designs, all of my designs, I have it commented out first. And then I start laying in the framework or the functions or something of that nature. Designing really saves us a lot of time, and you can definitely tell that that was not done here. So there's some goods and bads. Let's see this function here. For some reason, the squiggly brace starts here, but we don't have another one down here. Not sure what's up with that. At least he uses rows and columns. Consistency and indentation. Where the heck is this guy? Okay, that 4 should be in. So notice there's a lot of crazy things. It's tough. You'd be surprised. I get this as a submission. So keep that in the back of your mind as you're doing these type of exercises and that you're doing the coding behind the scenes. Make it easy for us to help you out.